And we are back. This is our second conversation for this morning, and it's all about Madisco and their Mother's Day promotions. And
Absolutely.
Of course, all a mother wants is a good sip of wine.
We were talking about
or
that.
champagne, and to relax, have their feet massaged, their shoulders, you know.
And Madisco is giving it all from the massage. I'm kidding, not the massage.
And so we have in studio with us Mr. Delvin Jacobs, who is the food and beverage manager over at Madisco, as well as Ms. Cheyenne Miller, who's a beverage coordinator at Madisco. I know I butchered their first name, but you'll correct me.
Guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So what's happening over at Madisco? I mean, one thing for sure is we know that we couldn't let the date come so close without having you guys here on set. And I know that you're preparing for Mother's Day, set to be enjoyed this weekend by everyone. But what can we expect from you guys?
So good morning, guys. Good morning, Belize. Thank you for having us. It's always a pleasure. But you know, Madisco is always up to something new, something brightful and delightful for Belizeans. So upcoming this weekend is Mother's Day. And we have some new wines on board, specifically for mothers. We brought those in. You know, we thought about what mothers like, the generation we're living, and, you know, stuff like that. So we received new wines, specifically sweet wines.
Ooh, yes.
To suit the palate. We often have our walk-in customers that, you know, we want something new. We're looking for something sweet. So we were venturing off to a little more sweet wine, so we got new ones on board. So that's what we have here to present today.
Okay, so what are we talking about when it comes to the newer one?
Yes, it's those two. The
birds and bees.
The bird and the bees.
The birds and the bees. That's how our moms became our moms, because of the birds and the bees.
Have you heard the birds and the bees story? So this is the
Lovely.
birds.
And that's red wine.
Yeah, most Belizean is familiar with a wine that is Malbec. However, Malbec is mostly known to be like a little dry.
Or like mid?
Or like mid. So we venture off into a sweet Malbec.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, something more refreshing, something more delightful. So that's where we this one came on board, the birds and the bees.
And this
Malbec.
one that I have in my hand
That
is
is
a pink
Moscato.
Moscato.
I love me some
Right,
Moscato.
sounds delicious. That really has a fruity, tropical flavor aroma to it. So, you know, it's something to celebrate Mother's Day and to welcome into your home a new Madisco wine.
Oftentimes when we think or when we talk about wines, really, there's said that there are certain wines that you drink with certain meals. You know, you drink this specific wine if you're going to be eating steak, or if you're going for pasta, there's also this type of wine. What do you eat with sweet wine?
With sweet wine, you'll venture off into something maybe like an appetizer.
Okay.
But nothing too, like you won't go on maybe something more poultry, like you know, not ceviche or the stuff that has a little lime. For limes and so forth, it would be more like a Sauvignon Blanc, like a white wine, but something just sweet. You'll keep it as the meal as flat as possible.
Because this comes in sort of like a dessert.
Yes.
A drink, right?
Right.
I think we go as far as you, pairing it with the shellfish as well.
Yes,
Ooh,
correct.
okay.
That's
Shellfish.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll tell you, Paul, these types of wines, sweet wines, and I'll speak for all the persons who love sweet wines, they sneak up on you because they taste so yummy.
Yeah.
You forget that you're 3 glasses in, and all of a sudden you're walking from side to side. Funny. I'm kidding, but they're really, really delicious. But you definitely have to be cognizant of the amount that you're drinking because it's so yummy.
No, I'm not it's not about me. I'm not a mother, but I'm not a sweet wine drinker. And I think I get that from my mother, who I shared a glass of wine with for the first time when I was legal to do that. The first glass we had was dry red, something dry. Do you guys have any options like that available here on the table?
Yes, here on the table. So new on board as well is our, you want to hold that one? It's our Malacara.
Malacara.
Now that was
You know the
fancy.
wine not nice if you're not hard for pronouncing. Huh?
That's so true. That is so true.
So this is an Argentinian wines. It varies in varietal, so whereby we have a Malbec, we have a Cabernet, and we also carry a white in the Malacara. It's a Chardonnay. However, this one is a red blend. And the things about red blend, it's like semi, so it's neither dry or neither sweet, so it fits many palate. You know, to start off with, let us start with something a little settled. Then you'll go for a red blend. So this is the blend we have in Malacara. However, if you're looking for something a little more dry, then you'll venture off into like the Cabernet, Sauvignon Blanc, or the Malbec.
I love how she said that. That's so
that's
it's
how you say it,
so
though.
good. Now, people like white wine as well.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes.
look at the selection of white wines that you have here.
So up front, we have Sol Fa Sol.
This is a wine?
It's a wine, and it's bubbly.
The bubbly. Yeah.
Yes. It has all the little frizz to it. So we carry two in this brand. We carry a Rosé Brut. So this one is a little more dry, but it has great aroma, fruity aroma to it. These retail about $35.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
And we have a Moscato, a sweet Moscato. Again, we try to suit everyone palate. Some people like dry, some like sweet. So we try to have both available.
What's that little mini one there at the front?
So this is new on board as well. Like it arrived this week.
Okay. New.
New. So if you notice, we have this in the mini, which is a 200 ml, and we also carry it in the 750
Oh.
ml in the Oasis.
Is that wine or is it champagne?
It's a Prosecco champagne.
Oh, I love that.
And the great thing about these minis is like you wake up in the morning, you want to have a
Mimosa.
mimosa. You know, rather than having to open a 750 ml, you can open these, get 2 glasses of wine, sorry, mimosa out of it, and it's
No,
good to go.
I'll tell you though, if mommy drinks 2 glasses of Prosecco in the morning, you better cancel all your plans, Dad, because you are looking after the kids for the rest of the day. I can
Well, he was
promise you
supposed to
that.
anyway. If
Right.
It's Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, but it's a good drink. though.
Absolutely.
It's a really good drink.
Absolutely. What's the price of the mini one?
Runs retail at $13.
Wow. And the
Right.
large one?
It runs for $38.
Okay.
That's
really good.
reasonable.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
really, really good. So we know that this is all in the celebration of Mother's Day. Do we have a
Yes.
deadline on these promotions?
No, we don't. However, we do baskets as well.
Okay.
So when it comes to the basket, it's like you can
And personalize your own
you
basket.
can personalize your own basket. We carry a wide variety of items. They're at Madisco. So when you want to put on a wine, maybe you can add a purse, you can add a candle. So we will just ask for, like a 24 hours grace period so we can have it packaged well for you.
So you're saying that I can call you and say, hey, I want to create a gift basket for my mom. I want to put some of your spirits in there, some of your wines in there. Can I bring some additional stuff and you make it for me?
Yes, you can always add in.
Wow. No, that's
I like
nice.
that. I don't want to leave out that guy over there because
In the middle with the pink bow?
that
This
was the
one.
purple bowl.
Okay.
Yeah. What do we have there?
So the name is Obsession. Yeah, so it has a lovely name and a lovely bottle. Again, this is a red blend. Again, to suit everyone's palate. It's a little more heavy-bodied than the Malacara red blend, I'll say, because it's from California. So the region really does play a role with the wine taste. So this is a Obsession red blend. And if you notice, we have cute little Mother's
I love
Day
it. So
coat.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And if you're just looking for something simple,
You could drop that off, have it be delivered at your work. Obviously, don't
Right.
drink it there, guys. But that's a great gesture.
something that's cute,
Yeah.
but appreciative to your mother or to a friend.
Yes.
You could get something like this from us.
Yeah, a bottle of wine is usually a part of my Mother's Day gift, and I like the additional bowl and decoration on it. For you, do you have a preference when it comes to wine?
Well, to be honest, we've tried so many wine there
Yeah.
at Madisco. I actually don't have a preference. It's just like the time of the day and the mood you're in. That is what I choose. So then if I'm having a long, hot, very sunny, hot day, then I'll choose something more refreshing, maybe bubbly. But if I'm having a settled evening, then like I'll go for a red wine.
And one would imagine that because of the variety that you guys have at Madisco, some of your customers may come in and end up with decision paralysis, whereby they're not sure what to do. Do you walk them through conversations? How does that work?
You know, most of the time, it's very humane. You know, the stories we come across with our customers and what they enjoy and what they intend to do for the weekend. So we always end up building a communication with our customers, trying to figure out what suits their event or their weekend.
I'm looking at all the different brands for these drinks here, and my question is, how do you go about deciding what's the hottest drink, or what's the latest trendy wine or champagne to go about bringing here in Belize?
That depends on, you have to know your market.
Okay.
First of all, and our market differs from district to district, or when we are catering for the tourism sector as well. So we have a mixture of everything from fruited, like Cheyenne mentioned, down to heavy-bodied wines. So we do try cater for everyone. So it's a lengthy process when you're selecting. A lot of tasting and a lot of selections.
That must be the best job ever. To have. Like, what?
Yeah, one more.
Do you have any vacancy? I'm kidding. But this is great. I know that a lot of persons will be running to Madisco to purchase their Mother's Day drinks, or even just for yourselves. I know guys that like wine too. So remind us again where to reach out to you guys and the number to do so.
So we have 3 branches. Belize City, then we have one in San Pedro and in Belmopan. Our number in Belize City is 224-5158.
And we have 226-2849. That's the one in San Pedro, and 824-2156 in Belmopan. Apart from that, we do have our WhatsApp numbers. I believe it's on the screen, and then we have our social media pages.
Yes, social media.
Right? Facebook, Instagram, and we started our little Madisco TikTok.
Lovely.
Right?
So I love a good TikTok.
Your Oasis experience is still open, correct?
Yes.
So if I want to take mom something different to do a little bit of wine tasting,
you're more than welcome.
Is that possible? Let's talk a bit about that. How does that work? How do I book for that? What sort of experience would I get in that?
Let me go ahead. I believe we shared some pictures of our setting. So we venture off into a wine room, tasting room. It's new. We had host the Miss Universe delegates there in our room, and it was lovely. So at any time you can call us, you can book the room, let us know what type of wine, what is your budget, you know, how we can satisfy your needs.
Wonderful. Well, I think my final note is, before we close this segment, is that if you're ever feeling guilty about drinking wine, just remember you're drinking grapes. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We appreciate it, and we can't wait to see what the moms walk away with or welcome on Mother's Day. Of course, all from Madisco.
If the mothers don't want wines, you know, you have some mothers that don't like wines.
We
have whiskeys,
spirits.
We have a section
I thought you were going to say the fathers will drink it.
No, the fathers are the sitters for the day.
Exactly. Guys, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll be talking about Call It Night Festival with the Belize City Council. Stay with us. We'll be right back.